This right here, it came from the volcano in Hawaii. Okay, it did. It came up out of the ground. I was watching it on the Canada, France, Hawaii telescope. Let me grab up another image. There's it jumped. It jumped is what it did. It jumped from the ground at the volcanoes, you all. You can see it right here. No, see, this right here next to me, it came out of the ground. And I'm going to tell you what else it did. Let me do something. Let me scoot you over. This is what else it did. So it hung around, and then at one point, it got on the road, is what it did. The road right near where it was at. I don't know if it's some kind of a craft. I don't know if it's some kind of a life form, but it came up out of the ground. It jumped up from below. And you know that whole area around Hawaii is like volcano area. You got vent holes, you got all this kind of stuff. All these places where these, whatever they are, UFOs and or life forms or something, beings can come through these shafts in the ground, come up out of them and go back in. But this thing right here, it jumped up out of the ground, and then later it found itself, it was on the road. And when it was on the road, it was kind of like that shape. And then it disappeared really fast, and there was a round bubble, a translucent bubble that you could see in the spot on the road where it was. Something is going on. This is in daylight. It's in daylight now. This right here, I better be seeing if I can be heard, because I may not be heard. But I went over there. I haven't been able to come over here very much at all because they've been blocking it. It's been just twirling around and around and around and around and around really slow is what it's been doing. But no, it did. It came up out of the ground. And I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. They don't want me to show it. Let me get down. This thing needs to get right here. Let me flip it. I can make sure. Okay, I'm on here. Came up out of the ground. This is going to be short. Now, this may look like a blur to you, but it's not a blur. Let me come over here, and I'm going to see if I can do a window capture for you. But I got to make sure that I am on what I'm supposed to be on, which is this thing right here. All right, hold on one second, you all. I want to make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay, I'm on the right thing. I've got to come over here. I got to do the window capture in order to bring this up so you can see it. And it's kind of hard to bring it up. You can see this is the actual footage of it. Let me get myself out of the way. This might be me. Maybe it's me. This right here behind it is the picture that I need to get out of the way. But it's this thing right here. They make these time lapses so that you can't really get good images like you used to. If you're just tuning in, this is the south view. This is today or yesterday in Hawaii. And I want to come over here now, right here. And I want to show you this. Hello, dragonfly. I want to show you this as it's like doing what it's doing. Am I still on here? Okay, I'm still on here. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning at 1414 and 01 seconds is when this thing appears in the sky, and I have no idea what it is. See it right there? Watch it. Are we over here, you all? It comes from below. Let me make it bigger. I don't know what this looks like on your end, but I'd like to make it bigger because I'd like for you all to see it and get as close as we can from it, because it's not an insect or anything. They would love to dismiss stuff like this as insects, but it's not. It's far from an insect. Let me find the, okay, let's see if we can get it. Hello there, Sabrina, honey. You see it? You watch it. It comes up from below. You can see now, oftentimes we have caught ships coming up from below. They rise up from wherever they're coming and they're cloaked in the clouds, and then they take off. They're black ships. But this thing right here that's coming up, it's definitely coming up from below. I want to see if I can get it. It's literally, is this what, can you all, let me make it bigger. Gina, honey, you don't got to make it bigger. I want to make it bigger. I really want to make it bigger. This is yesterday at the observatory in Hawaii. And you can see the area that it came out of. You can see it right there on the side. It came from down below in the ground and it jumped up. Okay, it's, okay, let's get it. Jumped up and went back. Okay, just watch it. 14. Okay, and I want to see if I can go over here. There was something else that occurred too. And it occurred around, you see all these cars. See, the thing with this, you can't really slow it down like you want. You can only watch the movement taking place. It's already happened again. When you try to go back and you try to get it, they've got it to where you can't really do it. It's like 14 something, because I already started it over. Okay. Something goes on the road. Let's do this, because it's going to go nighttime. Ah, seen it. Seen it. I seen it. Right up here. Let's see if we can get it. Now see, that's a vehicle, because you can see the shadow of the vehicle right there. There's the shadow of the vehicle right there. So that is a vehicle indeed. Let me come over here. I'm going to show you when it happens. It happens when a red pickup truck comes down over this side, is when it happens. But you may not get it on this timestamp because what is that? Okay, there's a truck right there. This ain't the one. This isn't the one. There's a red pickup truck that looked like somebody's on a horse. No, they're walking. This is the truck. It's hard to get the time when it appears on the other side. All it's showing right now is a silhouette of it. And I cannot get it like that from here. The only way I was able to get it, I think it wasn't on this part right here. It's we have to go to the actual site. Let me put this back to me. Let me get rid of this window capture right here, because I'm not going to do it on this one. No, there's something that is up there, and I don't know what that thing was. I have no idea what it was. I'm not sure if it's a UFO or a life form, but I know that it's okay, where am I at? I'm right here, you all. This is where I'm at. It is a some kind of a ship. We're coming over here to the Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes. You can see the timestamp 9:13. I'm gonna let you watch it. I want you to watch the cloud cover as we're going by it. Can y'all hear me over here? See it? This is yesterday, and on the 9th, on the south-facing sky. You know they're looking for stuff Well, they're always looking. This is one other thing. Look right here. You see this one area right here? How this, see all of this foggy looking stuff? This looks like there is another dimension right here in this area. There's vertical lines going this way, and there's horizontal lines going this way, and there looks like there's something in there. It looks like something is there. And it's cloaked. It's kind of like Table Mountain. How Table Mountain that time we saw into the other dimension. Can you see it, Sabrina, honey? Yeah. See, you can see the outline. There's something there. It's more than just a hill, a mountaintop. There's like a big gigantic base there. Like an interdimensional base. Let me take a screenshot of it, you all. It really gets to me. And it's becoming more predominant, is what it's becoming. Let me see if I can get it on here and bring it out some more. Okay, you can see it now. Look at it. There's something inside this area. It's another dimension, is what it is. This is not just, oh, it's just normal clouds and fog making lines across. No, there's something there. You've got lines going like this. You got vertical lines and horizontal lines. There's something there. Something there. And what happens when the sun rises? It disappears. You only see it at certain times during the day. That's it. Certain times when the oh shoot, I can't get this over here. When it's right. That's the only time you see it. Let me make this big. Okay, we at the 7 in the morning timestamp. Get out of the way, Gina. Just watch the activity that occurs there. You'll see some of the look over there by the CFH sign, because around the 1400 it's going to jump up. Boom, there it was. Did you see it? Boom, there it is. Watch it. It's going to jump up at the 1400. Seen it? From below. It came up from below. Gina, we can't see it. Oh, you see it all right. It's not a fly. It's some kind of thing. It came up from the ground. It didn't come by the road. It came below it on the other side of the mountain where you can't see. We don't get to see. Is what we don't get to see. When am I going to get it, Gina? Seen it? It's hard to catch it. It's so hard to catch it. See that cloud cluster right there? I think it went into it too. And we know that there's all kinds of dark things in the clouds also. I wanted a 1401. Can I get it to come on here? No, see, when you want it to come on here like this, you can't really get it. I think it's the algorithm or something like that. 1414, 14 something. There it is right there. You see it? It doesn't do it all the time. It's coming from those clouds. You see it? Coming from the ground, and there's something that's some type of life form or some type of species. It's some type of species. I see ships down there too. I see black ships. Can you all see it well enough? I can't do it in slow mode. You don't have the option of doing it in slow mode on here. And when I try to do it in slow mode on my computer, it's not going to show it in slow mode either. But I can. Let me show you what I can do. I got to be really careful how I touch this. I really do. It's a plasma screen, but the only thing I can do is take my hand and make it really big. There's some kind of structure-like thing in it. You can see it. Oh no. You can see it, you all. There's something in there. If I want to do this like this, see if I can come over here and do a See what we can see with this. I'm not, it's some kind of a thing. You see it? Now we see it. What is it? It's not a fly. A fly doesn't look like that. But it's came from below. Even if we do this, you can see it just about right like that. That's what it is. It could be a demon, Robert. I wouldn't say that it's not. I don't know what it is. Whether it's a UFO or some kind of a thing, some kind of a being that came out. I'm not certain. I'm not. Don't know what it is. But it came out. It's got a structure to it. It does. You feel it could have been. It is strange. It's dark and it looked like a head. You see some arms. If it's a gigantic thing. Okay, now we're going to go back over there. See, here it is at the Hawaii. This is yesterday. They're not going to tell you what's going on there. You can see the timestamp 14/14/01 on the south-facing camera. But we want to do this, you all, because I think it's around 20-some-odd-hundred. It appears on this road for a brief moment in time. Up. Gotta wait. And it's in a bubble. Up. Okay, I got it. It's 1800. I want to be able to do this, but it's not going to let me. It showed up on the road in the 1800 timestamp. It's really hard to get it, you all. I'm not joking. It's super, super hard. And you can't slow these things down. Okay. We're still in the 1700. I gotta try to go slow. Watch that road over there. Because it's gonna show up. Ah, we missed it. I missed it. It's 1751. Get it? I see the outline of its bubble. It's in a bubble. Shoot. It's too hard to catch it. It's so hard to catch it. Let me show you. So if I'm going to show it right here. So we have this one right here. Let me bring it down over here on this one to where I saw it. It's at 1700 hours. It's going to be on the road. I've got it going slow at 1600. It's not the truck, because the truck had a shadow. This thing didn't have a shadow. It had a bubble on it. Trying to find it. I see its bubble, but there it is right there. I'm going to show you it. It's I can't do the silly screenshot. 1740. Let me see if I can catch it in a 1740. I can do this at least, and you can see the outline of it after it leaves. You can see the spot that it showed up in, because it leaves an imprint and it turns into like a bubbled like area. You can tell that it was there. Let me come over here. I'm not sure what it was. You see right here on the road, it's that thing. It looks like that thing that came up and it hung around. It's kind of like it's taken up a whole lane. Whatever it is, it's not a vehicle at all. It's not. It's something much different. And After it left, you can vaguely see the residual from it being there. And there was like a bubble-like area around where that thing was, like a globe. Yeah. They're invisible, you all. They are invisible. And it wasn't a car at all. Not at all. Because even when this car over here leaves, there's nothing there where it remains where that car used to be at all. And if we come over here, let's come back to the thing. You should be able to see it show up. I can just, you know what I can do? I can keep playing it over and over when I see it. It's not right there. That's not right there. There it is. I'm going to make it bigger. I can make it bigger if I can have access to the control. I can play it and you can see it. It's best to see if we can do it like that. Although I don't know where it's going to be. I don't. Maybe if I do this. Did it show up? It's not that. You got to keep looking. There's a truck that first comes, a truck comes after it. Wait, I seen what happened. There's like an opening that happens once it gets in that spot. If you look at the shadow on the ground next to it. Something protrudes out from that area when that thing shows up. The first is a shadow and then comes a vehicle. They're not both vehicles. There's something there. And who's to say? You can see the rest of the stuff goes down. But this thing over on the side that comes down at the 1700 hour, which we can get it. It's not, it's 1800 right there. See if we can get the 1700 up here on the side. We've already seen it once showing up. Or was it 1400? Is the 14, let's get it. Can we get to the 14? If this thing would get out of the way. It won't let me do it, you all. It won't. That's okay because I can't do it on this. This is the Hawaii observatories, and something's came out of the ground. You can see like yesterday there wasn't much going on. Just watch this one too. There's not much going on yesterday. I don't think I did it yesterday. I don't think they would have cameras there if there wasn't anything to see. But there are things to see. Now granted, there's cars that go up and down. This is yesterday at the observatories. And this very well could be, what was that? This very well could be the same stuff that is, what if those fires were caused by extraterrestrial-like beings? What if they were? Gina, all we see is you. Have you all been seeing me this whole time? No! No! You all, that's not very nice. Oh my God. Don't tell me you were sitting there looking at me this whole entire time. No. Oh, that's awful, you all. That's just absolutely terrible. Gina, do you expect anything different? No, I don't expect anything different. Nothing. Oh my gosh. That's terrible, you all. This thing came up out of the ground. It did. I want to show you something else since I'm on here. If I go over to these videos, I want you to watch this Hawaii. Hawaii. It's going to bring up these Hawaii things. Let me see which one was it that the ships were coming out of the ground, but I'm not may not be able to get that one right there. What's this? 1 minute? This lifeform right here. This is a lifeform, and it kind of looks like this one up here. See, this is from 2022. I don't know what I'm saying. This must have been for the Facebook. This is probably what that was, y'all. Let me turn on this thing right there. Put it back here. Let me turn on the volume so you all can hear it. Gina, you look so wild. I want to be wild. I don't want to be wild, you all. I really don't. I want to do the I want to do an audio output to see if you can hear that thing that's on there. This video. See if you can hear it. We've got a beautiful, benevolent, extraterrestrial, interdimensional light being that has shown up at the observatories in Hawaii. You can see the cloud cam 1 CFH East View. We started the video off on YouTube tonight showing this planetary-like object right there, like Nibiru on the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. But then we felt like going over to the observatories to see what was happening, and well, look at that. This is the second time it's been documented at the observatories. We documented it a few months ago when there was all types of lights flashing in the dark of night in the observatories. Something was going on. There was a meeting taking place. I think it was called Intruder Alert or something like that happened. But it was a beautiful, beautiful being. And so, yeah, it's really exciting. So if you want to come over there and check out that YouTube video live, you can sure do it. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Let me see this. Oh, Sheena, honey, you gotta quit it. You all. I wanted to be able to get that one. I really did. It's I gotta turn down this volume. There's something going on. This is when this is the South View camera at the Canada France Hawaii Telescope Observatory area in Hawaii. You can see up here in the sky that there is definitely
south-facing view. They said it was the
flying
volcano
saucer looking
that was causing it.
It could be a portal, but when we did a live YouTube video, you can see the long windows in it. It's got windows in it, you all. This is massive, and it's been in the sky ever since the volcano erupted. And I think maybe the volcano erupted to draw attention to Hawaii. This thing is spinning around in the sky, y'all. It is so massively bright. Some people were saying, Gina, honey, that's the glow in the sky was coming from the volcano. And I kept saying, no, it's not, because it's not red. It's not lava. This is a UFO. It's like a flying saucer, you all. At the observatories in Hawaii, and I've done a live video, it's undeniable. It is undeniable. You can see the timestamp, 551:01 on December the 4th, and it also, you can get a clear view on it, 5:52 also. And you know, the scientists know. They know that there's a great big flying saucer up there, and you know that government officials know. And so what are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Have they been told to be silent? Have they? Because something clearly is right up there, and it's got all the markings of a flying saucer, a round ship. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to you. Okay, I think I got it now. This thing right here came up out of the ground. And it's not the only thing. There's been many other things coming up out of the ground beneath the telescopes up here. Coming up, flying all around that place up there. It's probably a great big UFO base, an alien base, all on that whole entire area, that great big complex, and the deep underground vast tunnels. There's probably a big base under there that goes down for many levels. And they're not saying nothing about it. You wouldn't have all the mysteries, all the stuff. You wouldn't hear the news deliberately not talking about UFOs that are captured there. No, they're not going to talk about it because they're being told not to talk about it, because there's something under the ground there in Hawaii. Something is under the ground, and it's coming up out of the ground day and night. A lot of somethings coming out of the ground. I am going to go. I am. And no, it's there's something there. There's something there. There's something in the skies. And look at that. Did you see that on the news? No, they're not going to show you that on the news. They're not going to show you that on the news. We have an observatory playlist. We do. And that clearly is not a mountain. I think this happened it was November of 2022 is when we documented this. It's not a mountain. It's not a telescope either. It's nothing. There's something there. And I am going to go. I am. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.